You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We here. We gonna talk some. We gonna do some reading cards today. I ain't read no cards with y'all in a while. I ain't read no cards with y'all in a while. So let's read some cards today. So I'm letting y'all know up front. It's gonna be somebody It's gonna be like, what's going on here? What's going on here? What is he doing? Is this hocus pocus? No, I'm a complicated nigga, first off. So if there's any of you weird niggas out there that's out there trying to figure me out, anybody out there that wants to that if you let me help you out right now. You're never ever gonna be able to figure me out. All right? I'm a complicated motherfucker. So you're never gonna figure me out. So just come around and enjoy. And if you want a card reading, I'll give you one. Personal. I might even do some readings. I will do some readings after I'm done talking about them. But I'm an interesting nigga that's interested in a lot of shit. And when I get interested in something, I learn it. And I use it. And I use it to grow as a person. You dig? But at the same time, if you're somebody who's not into this kind of stuff, I get it. Because if a nigga coming to me about reading some goddamn cards and it's 2014, I'm going to be like, get your ass out my face, nigga. The fuck is you talking about reading cards? Better read these nuts. That's some shit I would have said. Somebody come to me about some goddamn reading cards. 2014, 2012. The fuck you mean reading cards? You wanna read these knuckles, nigga. Read these jokes. Fuck out my face. So I get it. All right? But we gonna talk about Taraji. First off, we gonna talk about it on a human level. So if you're not into cards and you just want me to break down what's going on in Hollywood, the first part of the show, we're going to break it down from a news point of view for people who are not into the esoteric. We're going to break it down from a regular ass point of view. And then after I break it down from a regular ass point of view, I'm going to break it down from a card point of view. How that sound? Oh, it's Ebony's birthday? Oh, shit. Happy birthday, Ebony. Happy birthday, Ebony. So since this is your birthday, Ebony, I'm going to start off by reading your card. And then we're going to go into the show. Oh, Ebony's a 9 of hearts. Oh, you was a badass little ass kid, I bet, Ebony. I see why you like watching shows like this on 5150. Ebony was bad. You probably was like, no, that's the wrong card. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. These are your cards, Ebony. These are your cards. God damn, you was bad. And your main issue was you talked a lot of shit when you was a kid. That 7 of clubs in your Mercury, that lets me know that you were confrontational. Like people couldn't just say things to you when you was a kid. If they didn't make sense, if it didn't make sense in your mind, you challenged motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then when you got into your Mars years, that's about your 20s, late 20s, you started to really figure it out. Because in Venus and 5 of Diamond years, you was trying to, you were trying to figure out a new way, but you was probably a little asshole in your late teens. But in your mid 20s, you kind of start to balance out. Late 20s, you start to really get your shit in line. You start to really get your shit in order right here in this part of your life. 30. And now, with you having a Jack of Clubs in Jupiter, that tells me that you still somebody that be talking like you a shit talker. Yeah, when you have as many clubs in these places, yeah, you real slick with your words, so you can say what you need to say. But motherfuckers better watch out how they talk to you. They better watch out. People better watch how they talk to Ebony. 9 of Diamonds, Saturn. You had it real tough. In all honesty, I'm like, jokes aside, Ebony, I can tell that you've had you've had emotional heartbreak, and also you've had to deal with abrupt changes in finances and living situations, but you figured it out along the way. So just understand, as you get older, your life gets more stable, and it gets more fulfilling as you get older, especially as you start to realize whatever heartbreaks and disappointments you've dealt with, that stuff has been put in front of you to make you stronger. All right? And that's for everybody. Don't let your issues fucking define you. Ain't none of us defined by our issues. Issues, smissues, nigga. Excuse my 80s corniness. Issues, smissues. We have issues, but our issues are there to help us along the way, along the path to become the best people we can be. That's what issues are. Issues help you along the way to be the best person you can be. And if you learn from your issues and you take your issues as an opportunity and a time to grow, you become a better person. And it don't mean you stop having issues. It don't mean the issues stop. But you learn how to roll with them issues a little better. Because we all going to have some goddamn issues. But the quicker you learn yourself, and the faster everybody out there learns how indestructible you are, the quicker you can get on to flowing with the sea, nigga. If you're going to live, you may as well flow with this shit anyway. Hey, Natural. See, I can't look at my chat room, y'all. This nigga Ivor said, except if you're a power bomb. Oh, that TD Jakes episode. I gotta say, when I made that thumbnail, I was giggling and laughing the whole time I was making it. Like, I had the idea. I was on a phone yesterday with Kendall, the hypnotherapist, Y'all need to reach out to Kendall, the hypnotherapist. She's dope. She's dope as fuck. She'll get your mind right. But we was on the phone talking some business, and then I had the idea of having a photo with TD Jakes and Diddy. Because this topic I'm talking about today with Taraji Henson, and I'm going to get to it, you impatient niggas. For you impatient motherfuckers that's watching later on, I'm going to chill with my subscribers for a little bit and talk to them. Like, I'm not about to jump right into the show today. Sometimes I like talking to my subscribers who are with me live. So I'm going to vibe with my live subscribers, and then we're going to get into the topic of Taraji Henson and the pushback, all right? I'm smoking, so I'm chilling. So I lost my goddamn train of thought that goddamn fast. We were chat room, help me out. Oh yeah, I was talking to Kendall about the thumbnail. And for those of you who didn't see yesterday's show, this was the thumbnail. I was sitting and we were talking about something totally different in business. Then I was like, I said, I'm gonna do a show on TD Jakes. And then the thought of this came. And then I got off the phone with Kendall, and my man Antoine called me. Antoine Young. If y'all came to the Hidden History Museum show this past Saturday, y'all saw Antoine perform. Funny motherfucker. My man Antoine called. And I was like, man, I was like, he's like, what you doing? I was like, I'm getting ready to go live. But I'm still ain't figured the thumbnail out, because at first I was gonna have a different angle on the thumbnail. But then when Antoine called, we were just laughing and cracking jokes. And for those of you who came to the Hidden History show, he the one I called Great Value TK Kirkland. We was joking and cracking jokes and talking shit on the phone. And so while we was talking shit, that idea came to me. I was like, oh yeah, that Lil Nas X picture, that video. Let me get the Lil Nas X picture and put Diddy on the devil and TD Jakes on Lil Nas X's face. And then I use my app. This is app that I use. And then I was like, let me get a picture of TD Jakes with his mouth open, and a picture of Diddy laughing. And I put that shit together once that idea hit my mind. Like once that idea finally hit my mind, I put this shit together in 10 minutes. I was like, because I was looking for the right picture to put it on, and I could not figure out the right picture. But then the minute I thought about that Lil Nas X photo, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna use that one. And I said, you know what? Yeah. Then I thought about this topic, and I was gonna go live by myself. And then I was like, Dr. Short cannot stand TD Jakes. Let me call Dr. Short real quick. And I called Dr. Short. I was like, I'm going live in 30 minutes to talk about TD Jakes. Can you do it? And he was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of something, but I'll get to you when I can. So I called him. And yeah, that's how yesterday's show happened. But I swear to God, like when I finally started I was laughing the whole time I was making this shit. I was making myself, I was like, oh yeah, this shit gonna hit. Cause I was laughing my ass off when I was making this shit. I was like, I had tears. When I found that TD Jakes picture right there, and I put it on there, and then when I finally pasted it in, and I saw what it was, I started laughing my ass off. I was like, man, Devon, you are an asshole. You are an asshole. Yep. 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 So that's how that happened. It was so last second. Because I wanted to talk about Taraji, because when I saw that Taraji thing, I wanted that to be my initial topic. Taraji, what I'm talking about today. Today was yesterday's topic. Because I was like, man, everybody been talking about Power Bottom Jakes all week. I didn't get to it in time. I didn't think I got to it in time. And I remember I first found out about TD Jakes. Like I told you before, he came to my church when I was a kid. And me being a fat kid, I could identify with him. But then as time went on, I was like, why this nigga so famous? And I cannot trust niggas with a lisp. I really feel that if you talk with a lisp, that's God's way of telling the rest of us you ain't talking about shit. Have you ever heard anything of value come out of anybody with a lisp? Mike Tyson might be the exception. He be saying some dope shit from time to time, so I might give Mike Tyson the exception. Other than Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson, you said a lot of bullshit. Like all the game Mike Tyson dropped came after he retired. When that nigga was fighting, I'll eat your fucking heart out. He was talking like a nigga with a lisp would. But when he retired, he got in them books. And he became a very wise man. No disrespect to people in my chat room that may have a lisp. No disrespect. Somebody in the chat room earlier, I read earlier, said the new black media must become weed tolerant. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'll be hearing cats in the new black media talking down on weed smokers. And you know what I do? Hit my blunt and keep listening. I don't take shit personal. People talk shit about fat people all goddamn day. People should talk shit about black people all day. They call fat black weed smokers lazy. All I gotta do is say, check my record. I dare anybody that can fuck with my schedule this year. This has been a great year too. 7 of Hearts year. It's been a great fucking year. Mostly all the shows that I produced this year were sold out. Who else can? I guarantee everybody is saying that niggas shouldn't smoke weed. I dare any of them niggas to challenge my intellectual nature and then turn around and stand on stage and rip a crowd of 500 people and make them laugh off improv jokes off the top of your head. And then turn around and read your motherfucking cards. And then put out a documentary. And then teach people how to read cards. I got students in the chat room right now that did not know how to read cards 6 months ago that'll pull your motherfucking card right now and read your ass. Not only do I do it, I teach it. That's why and this for everybody that's out there. Even when you like people, you don't have to agree with everybody. You know what I mean? And you don't also have to kowtow to other people's judgments. People's judgments are within the comfort of their understanding. And we all have limited understanding, especially me. If you're a human being, to be human is to be limited in understanding. Because you'll never know it all. You know, none of us ever know it all. So we all have to be that humble in knowing that. But if somebody says anything of value, take it and run with it. But if it don't, that's right, Star. But if it don't, if it ain't got the value, and if the value in what they saying ain't true to you, ain't real to you, don't work for you, let it roll. That's my philosophy in life. And I'm gonna get into reading these cards in 1 second. But I keep this equation up. I haven't put it up here in a long time. I haven't used it. This for my old school listeners. My old school listeners know this equation. What is 1 in 360? 1 in 360 is 1 college degree. And this is speaking from a college graduate. This is speaking from me being a college graduate. 1 college degree is 0.002777778, basically 0.03, 3%. 3%. Less than 3%. I'm sorry, 0.3%. I said 3%. 0.3% of all knowledge there is to gain. Knowledge is 360. Knowledge is 360. 360 degrees is a full understanding. You have to have 360 degrees of something to get a full understanding of what it is. So if you have 1 degree, that means you have less than 3%, 0.3%, 0.003% of all there is to know. So what does that mean? Even with a college degree, you still don't know shit. So the best you can do is take the knowledge that applies and use it for you. But if something works, and at the same time, if something don't work for you, don't work for you. Smoking weed don't work for everybody. It's some people who smoke and get hella lazy. It's people who get smoked and get lethargic, unproductive. And if you're that kind of person, then hell no, you shouldn't smoke weed. Because being productive is number 1. Being productive is number 1. But if you one of them niggas like me, you could do both. Smoke on, nigga. Smoke on, nigga. Know thyself. I got this nigga Larry. I'm gonna get in. Before I get into reading these cards. Hey Larry, you got time to call in? Sissy ass nigga. No disrespect to the LGBTQ community. I would never disrespect y'all by associating Larry with y'all. Matter of fact, I'm personally ashamed that Larry's a part of the straight community. I wish I could call him part of y'all community. It'd give me something to talk about. I wish I could call Larry part of y'all community, but I can't. We gotta accept that hoe ass nigga. Sis ass nigga. Unfortunately. We gotta accept this nigga. Unfortunately. What's up, bitch?
Man, shut the fuck up.
Nah. How the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, chat room. How the fuck somebody gonna call you while you're on your show and tell you to shut up? You see what the fuck I gotta deal with? You see why I talk to this whole ass nigga the way I do?
Man, shut the fuck up. You can either do it voluntarily or I can do it for you. I mean, make it mine up.
Nigga, how you gonna do it? You ain't got the hands to do it.
I don't need the hands, nigga. You scared of me.
Nigga, I ain't scared of you. Nah, nigga, I ain't scared. Nigga, I'll beat your ass.
Nah.
I'll beat your ass and take you to class.
Oh, okay, man. God damn, dog. You tell me to call in and listen to this stupid ass shit?
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah,
So
nigga.
we gonna be talking about, as the show goes along, I'll be talking about Taraji Henson and Terrence Howard, and just the overall thing of these black actors that seem to always get lowballed and not get their money the way they should get their money. So what's your thought about these niggas and not getting their goddamn money?
Well, first of all, I think it's dead wrong. I mean, let's not gloss over the fact that it's dead wrong, and let's not gloss over the fact that Hollywood is racist. But Taraji and Terrence, they act like they the first two black actors to ever be in a fucking movie. Like, them niggas had years of knowledge, dog. Everybody knew that this shit happens, and now that y'all ain't A-listers no more, now ain't nobody calling y'all. Y'all one step away from being on the quote-unquote chitlin circuit. Now y'all want to complain. Like, nigga, y'all been knew this shit. Like, nigga, Terrence should have known that shit after they fucked him after the first Iron Man. He should have known that shit then. But nah, you know, they fuck that nigga anyway. I can't stand his voice. That nigga is horrible.
Hey, dog, Terrence Howard's voice. I look at that motherfucker. Look like Noki Robinson the way he talking, walk and talk.
He be pissing me off. Say, man, that nigga pisses me off, dog.
If you don't get, I hated that nigga's pressing curl. I don't like that nigga's mustache. That nigga look like a smooth, slick golden retriever.
Dog, he does, dog, with a slight taste. Like, he's kind of got down, not all the way. He's kind of down, not all the way down. but yeah,
that nigga, Terrence Howard, he looks like the nigga that will steal from the usher plate. Like he the usher that steal from the plate. Don't he?
Oh, no, I was just getting brother Charles's change. No, nigga, you pocketing that butt.
You see a nigga picture of this motherfucker right here, Terrence. Like, I've always been told, don't trust the niggas whose goatee don't connect.
You can't.
It's like, there's nothing wrong with your goatee not connecting, brother. Just don't try to grow a goatee. Put a separation up in that motherfucker. Mustache, beard. Mustache, beard. You can't have no goddamn freeway that don't connect.
But see, they up here crying about how Hollywood is unfair when they really could be trying to pool their resources and other actors and actresses that look like them, their resources together and doing their own fucking thing. It's wrong and it's racist, and yeah, we know that, but I don't never feel sorry for no black entertainer who ain't trying to pool their resources together and do their own fucking thing.
And on top of that, look at the movies that both Taraji and Terrence have done. Like, a lot of it's almost been like shows like movies like Hustle and Flow, Empire. These are like goddamn hit pieces on black society, low key. And it's like these are roles like Taraji, and this is no disrespect to Taraji. I've always appreciated her career and like what she does. I would never want this to get back to her and me to think that I'm talking about her particularly in any kind of way. But it seems as if she's the black woman that they hire when they need a black woman with attitude and ghetto and hood. And I'm personally tired of that I'm tired of that whole hood persona with black women. Me and you talk about this shit all the time. My mom, your mom, you know, the women we know, we both grew up in black neighborhoods, and women don't talk and act and snap their neck all goddamn day. Tell me, like, we talk about this shit, dog.
Nah, dog, at all. Like that typical black female or everybody got an uncle that does this. My family is nothing like that. My family is ignorant, but there's some well-spoken, mannerable niggas. Like, my family don't talk or act like that. That stereotypical black woman or black uncle or whatever. I don't have none of that in my family. I can't relate to none of that shit.
I can't relate. Like my mom, when we was kids, it wasn't having no fucking attitude in that house. If my sister tried to roll her neck, my mama would have slapped her head to Crenshaw. It's like we didn't even like having them kind of motherfuckers come in our house.
Nope.
Honestly.
Nope.
It'd be like, keep your ass over there.
I can't relate, dog. But I mean, Ice Cube said, see, Ice Cube, man, Ice Cube is such a fucking prophet, dog. He's so underrated. Even if he's overrated, he's still underrated. Because everything he drops is a prophecy, dog.
Right.
That nigga, he said they'll have a new nigga next year.
Yep.
And lo and behold, look what's happened.
Look what's happening. And now it's got even further. Now that nigga might be an African that's really willing to lowball your ass and undercut your pay. Or a British motherfucker.
Man. I was just, get out of my head, bitch. I was just about to say that, man. They won't even replace you with an FBA. They just gonna replace you with an A, African.
That nigga said with an A. Yeah, dog. So, like, that's why it's so important. You remember how it was, 10 years ago when this kind of talk wasn't popular. You remember what niggas would tell me when this nigga DeJuan always talk about race. We've had friends, quote unquote, that have talked about this nigga DeJuan always talking about race back when it wasn't popular. And I talked like that even back then because it's like, nigga, when the shit hits your face, now all of a sudden you want to talk about it. Why do black people gotta wait until it smacked them across the face to address what we all fucking see going on?
Well, I'm going to use a black colloquialism. It's because a lot of us don't believe fat meat is greasy until it's on our plate. Until it's on our motherfucking plate in our face, we don't believe it's greasy. And you find out it's greasy, then a motherfucker. And you know what's funny that you brought that up? It was over 10 years ago, dog. When you were talking like that, and a lot of people wasn't booking you, and a lot of people would, because a lot of people would come to me and be like, hey man, what's up with your boy D, man? He always talking that black shit and blah, 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 blah. And I'd never say nothing because, nigga, I'd be talking the same shit too. And then you turn around 10, 12 years later, you see them same niggas commenting under Tariq Nasheed's shit and all they shit trying to be B1. Nah, nigga, you was Z1 back in the day. You wasn't even with it. And now it's popular. Y'all want to jump on the B1 train. Nah, get y'all weak asses out of here.
These niggas is like, I'm not going to book DeJuan on the show because DeJuan might say anything. He be on that pro-black shit. This nigga, I don't know about bringing him around because we going to have some white girls here. And all that shit. Now these motherfuckers are, like Terrence Howard, these motherfuckers out here sounding like goddamn 1991 goddamn Louis Khalid Muhammad Farrakhan now. What the fuck out of here.
Man, and I'm not gonna say no names, but I know for a fact, and it was two prominent promoters in Los Angeles that would not book you because they didn't want you to offend the white people in a white-owned club on a black night. They didn't want you to offend them white folks. Oh, I can't have your boy, man. He might offend some of the white folks. It might affect how I tap dance. I don't want fuck that.
You know what made that whole moment come around full circle was when that same promoter didn't have the nerve to hit me up directly, hit up another comic to get into the Hidden History Museum show so they can get in for free. I'm like, hold on. You want to come to the Hidden History Museum, a museum that's all about pro-blackness, and listen to a nigga host that you wouldn't book at the Improv Comedy Club because of my pro-blackness. That shit's funny.
Dog.
Y'all heard Larry say that shit, not me.
Man, I know for a fact because shit. Nigga, I know. I'd hear him say it. Man, your boy might say something that might offend the crowd. I'm like, a black crowd? A pro-black comedian offended a black crowd? Nigga, where you go to school at?
Larry, how many times have I ever bombed in front of you?
I'm going to say all the time because I don't fuck with you like that. So every time I see you do comedy, fuck you, nigga, and your jokes. No, bomb, shit. Far less than I have. And what you consider to be a bomb wasn't a bomb because you get off stage with that old stupid ass look and be like, man, I'm like, nigga, they was laughing. Like they was laughing. You ain't bomb. But bomb now. No, not bomb.
That's what Sarah said about this past Wednesday show. I didn't really get to get off the way I wanted to get off. Sarah was like, you're hilarious. I was like, I didn't get to out. I be having them high ass expectations of myself.
Yeah, and plus we're very vulnerable when we get off stage.
Yeah.
I missed the joke. I forgot this joke. So not bomb. Not well. I've seen you. I've seen you do well enough to get booked by these same motherfuckers who wouldn't book you back in the day. I say that.
Yeah,
that. And you did a whole lot better than a lot of them motherfuckers that they used to book on a regular basis. They used to get up there with them butter biscuit eating ass jokes. I seen that.
Dick ball ass jokes.
Yeah. Y'all, what about O.J. Simpson? Nigga, it's 2012. Why you still talking about O.J.?
Right.
Yeah, man. Nah, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Taraji and Terrence Howard because they're black and they're being mistreated, and I'm black, and I'm always side with us. But at the same time, y'all been in this game for a long time, and this ain't the first time you've seen this shit. You've probably seen other people get lowballed and didn't say nothing because y'all were getting lowballed. But now that y'all are getting lowballed, it's an issue. And what I got to say is pull your resources together with some other people and do your own shit. Because it gets done all the time.
It gets done all the time because Taraji, Terrence Howard, they wouldn't have you in all these in these movies if y'all weren't box office. You are the talent. You are the box office. But you know what that's going to require y'all, people like y'all, to take a chance on up-and-coming writers, line producers, staff. You know, you see the black ones that are already on the shows that you're on. Like, all it takes is a consciousness for us to create it. Because when it came to how the small hats created Hollywood, the small hats created Hollywood because they weren't accepted in New York. And they weren't in the place they thought they should be. So they came out here and created something. I'm not saying black people are going. We don't necessarily have the law on our side the way other groups do. But what we do have is the attention and the eyeballs and the things money can't buy. And so Oscar Micheaux, he was the first independent filmmaker, was a black man. You know, you got to look at, we've already done this shit before, Larry. That's the crazy part about it. Oscar Micheaux, what's that boy daddy name? Sweetback. You know what I'm talking about.
Melvin Van Peebles.
Melvin Van Peebles gave us independent films and gave us Discover Earth and Fire. Like, that's what happens when it's independent films. Like, we probably never would have had Earth and Fire if that black man didn't say, let me do this shit myself.
Man, look at what Robert Townsend did with Hollywood Shuffle.
Man, that created a whole fucking economy.
Yep. Talk about pooling your resources. That man did that, and look what he produced.
Out of Hollywood Shuffle, we get I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, which begats In Living Color. Because that's what gets Keenan the attention to even get In Living Color. It took Robert Townsend to put his fucking life on credit cards and come out with that vision on his motherfucking own.
And look at all that great black talent that was in that movie. We'll be on the phone all day talking about all that great blackness that was in that movie. You know how many classics were birthed from the Hollywood Shuffle tree?
Man, so much. So basically everything from the 90s.
Yep, exactly. So if they were to do that, ain't no telling what could be birthed from this tree that they fucking planting in the ground. But you know, it's a whole lot, and I don't give a fuck about offending nobody, nigga. It's a whole lot easier to get a check from white daddy than it is to use your own money and give a check to a black person. It's a whole lot easier. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Go buy rolls. Yeah, fuck that.
These motherfuckers gonna have to figure this shit out.
Yeah. Well, I'm finna bounce. Y'all support this motherfucker, book your readings, buy his merch, all that shit. I'm finna pool my resources and buy some boxing gloves. So next time I come out there, I'm gonna knock your stupid ass out, bitch.
Motherfucker already got 2 pair of gloves, Donald. You don't want to put them on, nigga. See, Larry took all that shit. The last time he was here, he didn't want to take that fade. That nigga ran like David Spade. Bars. Yeah, so, but yeah, nah, we gotta understand that, man. Niggas gotta, like, it's only gonna be so long before people tune you out when you always complaining about something, man. We gotta, so let's get into it. So Taraji and Terrence Howard are having issues with getting paid. One thing that turned me on to this topic was, even though I said what I had to say about Taraji, when I saw her break down on that show, that bothered me. Because I don't like seeing that. And I got humanity. You know what I mean? I got humanity. And, even though I dislike the roles she take, she's still a black woman, And so I'm gonna speed this up. Let me speed this up so I don't get no motherfucking strike. Let's see here. Will it let me speed up? Here we go. Playback speed 1.5. There we go. Hear my sister say the same thing over and over. When I saw this,
P. Henson broke down in tears during an appearance on Gayle King's.
When I saw this part right here,
hear my sister say the same thing over and over. You get tired.
Taraji P. Henson broke down in tears during an appearance on Gayle King's.
You can see when you play that back in full speed, and I'm going to matter of fact, I'm going to put the link to the Hollywood Reporter here in the chat room. When you see somebody, I know what it's like to, you don't have to, people look at somebody like, oh, they're rich, they're famous. Look, man, when you love what you do and put your heart and soul into what you do, when you have those moments in time to where you don't feel appreciated, that shit hurt. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you dedicate your heart and your soul to what you do, I'm not saying you always want to feel appreciated. I'm not saying that people always want to have a spotlight and all that yada, yada, yada. But when you come across those moments in time to where you kind of feeling what's going on, you paying attention to the world around you, and you sort of realizing what's been happening, and you feel that you've been shorted, that shit hurts. So she had one of those moments. And as good as she is at what she does, you know that she puts her heart and her soul into what she does. So, like I said before, on the first part of the show, I'm talking about this whole Taraji and Terrence Howard situation from from like a regular day-to-day point of view. And then I'm going to bust out my cards, all right? Just so I don't weird you new niggas out to my show, I'm a motherfucking certified card reader, and I'm a G with this shit. And yeah, the same playing cards you play poker with, I'll read your whole motherfucking life with. I can read your business ups and downs. I can read what's going on in your life, what's going on in your relationships. I can read all that shit through cards, right? And if you think I'm bullshitting, check my record. Go to breakthroughcards.com and read the reviews yourself, nigga. And for all you esoteric niggas that are hit real spiritual, a lot of you motherfuckers like going around talking about, I don't eat beef no more. I don't eat meat no more. And I had to clean up and stop cussing. And I had to fuck all that, nigga. Some motherfuckers get so goddamn spiritual, they ain't no earthly good. Don't ever be so goddamn spiritual that you ain't no earthly good. And don't ever get so caught up in your spirituality that you forget to live and experience life. Life is all about balancing the spiritual with the physical, with the mental, with the emotional. We can't forget the emotional. In cards, as I get into the show, the hearts represent emotion. This is where you grow to develop emotionally. If your heart is if your card in life is a heart, that means emotions are what you've come to deal with, which means you've probably gone through a lot of ups and downs emotionally. The key to your life is not to be defined by those emotional traumas and to rise above those emotional traumas and know that you're indestructible. If you're a spade, that meant you're more wise. You came here to deal with spiritual conquests of life, using your spiritual nature to rise over the work. People of the spade suite generally work a lot. It's very hard working suite, but also very wise. But you're here to advance spiritually. So your challenges in life are going to challenge what you think and what you know at your foundation of your spirit. Your heart might be good, your mind might be good, but your spirit is something that needs to be worked on. And that's why you incarnated as a spade. Or you could be a diamond. Diamonds incarnate to deal with life, values, represent the earth element in the universe. You come as a diamond. Diamonds are here to advance physically and values, tangible goods, earthly goods, riches and wealth, the earthly tangible things in life. Sometimes you motherfuckers take the earthly tangible superficial way too goddamn serious. And you need to open up your heart more. That's a diamond. And then I'm trying to do this all with one hand because I got my weed jar. I'm still over here holding my weed jar. Damn, hold on. Let me put the weed jar down. And then you got the clubs. Clubs are mental. The talkers, the speakers, the griots, the people who can conceptualize things. Very mental. Overthinking is your problem if you're in a club suite. You think too goddamn much and you think yourself out of a lot of good shit. Or sometimes the thing you're here to learn as a club is to get through those thinking faults and understand that you're more than your thoughts. And then at that point, your thoughts become something that you use to propel you forward, not hold you back. So that's how the cards work, all right? And that's how I read motherfuckers. And based on your birthday, I could tell you about your life, your path. I could break down what's going on in your year. I could break down what's going on in your week. I could break all that down. And also, since we're 47 minutes into the show, you know, I like giving discounts out way deep into the show. For Christmas, email me. I have if you want to give somebody a reading, I do have gift certificates. And if you buy a gift certificate for somebody else, you get half off of your next reading. So if you want to give somebody a reading for Christmas, email me. I'll get you a gift certificate. And then you can gift somebody you love a reading. And with that, you can get half off your next reading. If you buy someone else a full price gift reading. All right? Email me info@dewanb.com, info@breakthroughcards.com, either one. Go to breakthroughcards.com. My email address on the bottom of that. You go to dewanb.com. My email address is on the bottom of that shit too. All right. Cool. So back to Taraji Henson. Yes, I still do the $50 Monday mini readings. This coming Monday is Christmas, so I'm not reading none of you niggas on Christmas. But if you email me, even if I have it booked for Monday because Monday's my open day. If you can't do a Monday mini reading, if you want a short reading and it's not Monday, just email me. And if I'm available that day or the next day, I'll do that for you. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to wait till Monday for a Monday mini reading. Email me. Monday is just the days that's most convenient for me to do that. Any other day of the week, I could be fucking anywhere in this goddamn city. So yeah, email me if Monday doesn't work for you. All right, info@dewanb.com. So now let's get into Terrence Howard and Taraji. So they're both complaining about money. Terrence, if you remember a few years ago, he retired from Hollywood. He said he's figuring out the math of life. And now apparently he's back. And he's back wondering where his money is. Terrence Howard said that when he made Hustle and Flow, he only made $12,000 off of Hustle and Flow. And then he said the songs that he wrote for the movie, he didn't get proper royalties and credit for. They assigned the credit of those songs to the character, and the people and the producers of the movie not only kept the movie money, but kept the music royalties too. So he's getting ready to sue. And then Taraji, our sister Taraji, had a breakdown. And I just felt for baby girl. Even though she older than me, but still, when I see black, I got a soft spot in my heart for black women. I do. And I'm not afraid to admit that. And more black people, more black men should have a soft spot in their hearts for black women who are crying. But a lot of you niggas got mama issues y'all didn't work through. So y'all listen to these manosphere niggas telling you to hate black women. And look at black women. They're doing it, so we should do it too. Can't stand when I hear weak ass niggas talk like that. Oh, if black women get to do it, we should do it too. Be a leader, nigga. I'll never get so... I ain't here to say black women are innocent either. Again, I already told y'all how I feel about Taraji P. Henson's roles. I don't necessarily like her roles. All that ghetto shit. I get tired of them fucking ghetto-ass roles. I grew up with a good mama and sister. And grandmother. They didn't snap their necks. They still don't. I grew up in a household where my mama respected my dad. This shit ain't not rolling. My mom respects my father. I grew up in a household to where if my mom wanted something done and my dad said no, my mama didn't do it. She didn't sneak behind his back. My mom had character. Her yes was her yes and her no was her no. You know, I grew up in an environment where the women in my neighborhood smile. I can't stand watching TV these days. You ever notice, even if you watch a fucking TV commercial, you can't get a goddamn TV commercial without a black woman snapping her neck. I'm watching it was some TV commercial. It was like a cleaning solution. And the black woman was like, for my cleaning solution, I like this. I'm like, damn, bitch. Based on the roles, like them ghetto ass roles they be having our black women play, them roles Taraji B. Henson be playing, I would, if I didn't have if my mama wasn't the shit, if my sister wasn't my best friend, I would think black women wasn't shit either. God damn. If I didn't personally have nothing but good relationships with black women, I wouldn't like black women either based on a lot of these roles. Damn, this shit freezing like a motherfucker. God damn, it's not my internet, it's the system I'm using. The system I'm using just got an update. And ever since we got that update last week, this shit been freezing. How the fuck do you get an update and freeze, bitch? How the fuck that happen? Ain't the update supposed to fix issues, eCam? Freezing yesterday and today since this punk ass update. All right, back to what I was saying. So these TV images of black women, I just don't like. Like when I don't watch that much sports anymore, but when I do decide to watch basketball, usually I got music playing and the TV on mute because I don't want to hear them punk ass announcers lie to me about what I'm seeing. And even on mute, all the black women are neck rolling. And God damn. But with that being said, Taraji has a point. Black people are underpaid. Black actors and actresses are underpaid. So, what is it about Taraji? Why is she so underpaid? What's in her cards? So let's break down what's in Taraji's cards and what's in Terrence Howard's cards. And let's see if we can work out how this is going to come together. Taraji's birthday. What's Taraji P.S.'s birthday? Y'all, you think I would have had this shit already ready. September 11, 1970. You think I have all this shit ready. 09, 11, 1970. I don't pre-read cards, y'all. When I read cards, I do this shit live and in action. I don't take notes. And you guys hear shit if I ever do a reading with you. If you ever do a reading with me, I don't ever I do that shit live as it's happening. All right, here's her birthday. She's a king of clubs. So I can tell you off bat, part of the reason why Taraji is having issues, if she's having issues, is because she's not demanding. King of clubs gets what it wants, but it has to be very clear on what it wants. If Taraji's not getting what she wants, it's because she's not clear on what she wants. If I was somebody close to Taraji, I would tell her, baby girl, get clear and on your bottom line, on your bottom dollar, and step up. Because King of Clubs people shouldn't be struggling like that if they're very clear on what they want. We only struggle when we're not clear on what we want as King of Clubs people. I appreciate the Cash App, Joseph. I appreciate the Cash App, Aretha Williams, Aretha, and Joseph. I appreciate the Cash Apps. So Taraji off top. But where is she in her life? 1970, what year are we in? 2023? So that means Taraji, what, 53? Oh, okay. This is where Taraji is in her life, right here. That Two of Spades. She's coming at the end of those Two of Spades years. And so she's been working with people, but probably her team. She's going into a time in her life as an Eight of Hearts time where her number one need is emotional satisfaction. In cardology, each card represents a 13-year period of your life. So when I'm reading people, not only am I reading aspects of your personality, I'm also reading segments of your life. And so Jack of Diamonds, the Mercury card is 0 to 13. Venus is 13 to 26. Mars is 26 to 39. Jupiter is basically 39 to 52. And Saturn 52 to 65. So at 53 years old, this is where she is in her life. She's seeking emotional satisfaction. It's not about the money anymore for her. It's really, Taraji's at a period of her life to where peace and harmony means more to her than anything. So she's willing to, I can see her. She probably really is willing to walk away from acting if she's not emotionally satisfied. And I respect it. Money can't buy everything, you know? Now, let me look into her, but she can still get the money. But for her to get the money, Taraji would have to, she'd have to open up, she'd have to demand it. She'd have to put her foot down and probably say no a few times. But she's probably afraid to say no. This is her yearly spread. This is where she is in her year. This is Taraji's year, her year on the right. Actually, I ain't about to confuse y'all. These are her yearly cards. So Taraji this year is in the Ace of Diamonds year. That means she's off to a new beginning. But Ace of Diamonds represents a rough beginning. Ace of Hearts is a smooth new start. Ace of Clubs is a start, a mental refreshment. Ace of Diamonds is a new start in your values and your physical environment in your world. Ace of Spades is a spiritual restart, reset. So she's having a physical, tangible, like her money's tight. Probably her money probably really is tight. That cry wasn't. Don't think her money ain't tight. Hollywood people got crazy expenses. Understand this about Taraji. One of the examples she gave was if you make $1 million a year, $10 million for a movie, half of that's taken in taxes. That's $5 million. 30% goes to your team. And what are you left with? She ain't lying. Hollywood people got crazy expenses. You eat at nice restaurants, of course. If the crew's gonna be there, you're gonna be there. You need personal trainers to stay in shape. Hollywood's real crazy about, people looking a certain way. Everybody knows you have money. So everybody's coming at you for money every day. And so you got to give money to people before you find out they full of shit. But like my father used to always tell me, point seen, money gone. Once you see the point, once you see who was who, you done already lost the money. So they have different circumstances and things that they deal with that cause their cost of living to be higher than yours and mine. So that's where she is right now in her life. Let me see here. This December. So she's her Venus card is a 3 of Hearts. So that tells me that she's emotionally this year for her is a little unstable. Emotionally, she's a little unstable this year. And that's not a bad thing. A lot of times when we hear emotional instability, people think it's bad. Emotional instability doesn't necessarily, just the word instability to begin with. Sometimes instability is a really good thing, because what if the time you're stable, what if you're stable on some bullshit? So when we reach these emotionally unstable periods of our life, that's usually to uproot us from something that is emotionally probably not working for us. Or emotionally we need to advance. Or whatever area our instability is. It's probably in an area that you need to advance and grow. And that foundation is no longer going to be comfortable for where you're growing to. And then she has a 4 of diamonds right here in Mars. Chat room, do y'all see my cursor when I do this? Do y'all see my cursor over the little hand? Let me know in the chat room if y'all see my cursor when I do this. Let me know if you see my cursor. She has a 4 of diamonds in Mars. Mars is your challenges. Mars tells me where your issues are going to be for the year. Oh, you don't see it? Okay, fuck it. I'm over here moving my cursor like y'all see some shit. Whatever. So I can stop doing that. Well, I'm pointing towards the Mars. If you see Mars in the 4 of diamonds, where it says under direct cards, Mars tells me where your challenges are again. And I'm reading Taraji's year, and this is where she is for the year. This is how her year is playing out. And again, this is for entertainment purposes, all right? This is just entertainment purposes. I don't know. This is for entertainment purposes. So, Four of diamonds represents stability and foundation. Strong foundation. So the fact that her card that represents a strong foundation is in Mars, that tells me finding her footing this year is going to be a tough year for her to really find her footing. And so Taraji's in a period of her life to where she's changing. She's going through a change right now. If she has a card reader on her team or an astrologer or a numerologist, I'm sure those disciplines and what they do are going to align with this. My chosen form of divination is playing cards. Some of you niggas use tarot. Some of y'all use numerology and astrology. Some people just channel spiritually. And I channel spiritually sometimes too, but the way DeJuan Brown get down is through reading these cards. And so she has a Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter. That tells me it's like her life probably feels like a circus. The Jack of Diamonds could be a circus. You know, it could also be expensive too, an expensive circus. So what Taraji needs to do is she needs some good laughter in her life. When you see a Jack of Diamonds show up, the way to deal with the problems is through laughter. That's why God gave us that emotion of laughter. Sometimes you gotta laugh away because what you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis is too fucking tough to deal with. Seven of Hearts transformation, that right there, that's where it says Earth X above the red cards. She has Seven of Hearts. That tells me she's pushing back. Like, yeah, this is a year for her to, as she transforms and grows this year, she's going to push beyond her boundaries, push beyond her limitations. Four of Hearts reward card that's above that Seven of Hearts. The Four of Hearts is right there. That tells me emotional stability is what she's in for. She's going through this physical turmoil now, but the purpose of this turmoil is to bring her the first level of emotional stability and harmony, and possibly more loving connections and relationships with people. What this tells me is, as Taraji talks, she's going to lose a lot of friends, but she's going to find her true friends. Taraji's going to find her tribe. Okay, Taraji. Okay. If anybody knows Taraji, tell her she's being pushed towards finding her crew, her people. She got to shorten that circle. I can see right now there's people in her circle that ain't shit. And in her environment, 10 of Diamonds, she's in the new Color Purple movie. So that tells me this is a good year for her to put this movie out. I'm probably not going to watch The Color Purple because I don't want to watch that trash. And if you saw her interview when she said on the red carpet, she was like, I don't even know. When they asked her how did she feel about remaking that movie, she was like, I don't even know why they're remaking this shit. But I think that this movie's going to do well for her as far as her expanding her acting and her opportunities, if she chooses. This environment of a 10 of Diamonds, that means it's a lot of attention that's going to be paid to her. Yeah, so she's finding her tribe, most definitely. King of Spades, Uranus, yeah, she's in the spotlight. That's creativity. Taraji, you're most definitely in the spotlight this year, sister. Don't be afraid to lose the people who are around you right now, Taraji, because the people around you aren't necessarily the people serving you the best. And this does not apply to all of Taraji's people. If you know Taraji Henson and you think I'm talking about you, I don't know nobody that knows Taraji P. Henson. I met her one time at a party. It was like I was at it was one of those like I think it was like either Grammys or the Oscars. It was one of those two, and it was at one like a lot of the good parties be at like in like hotels or like they'll rent like a hotel like the Mondrian. They'll rent that out or some shit like that. The rooftop there, the hotels back when it was the standard. A lot of the good hotels be like at spaces, not necessarily club. Not hotels. A lot of your award show parties, they'll be at like non-traditional party spaces. There'll be a hotel or something like that. And I remember I met her in person one time, and I didn't say nothing to her because why? I don't ever talk to celebrities. I just don't. But my home, like with people I was with, was like, yeah, it's Taraji Henson. And by all accounts, she seemed nice by her interactions with the people I knew that met her. But believe it or not, I'm a shy ass nigga. I don't like talking to people I don't know. I really only like talking to people I know. If I don't know you, I'm very uncomfortable talking to you. I know that shit sounds weird because I'll be on here and I can get on stage and rock 3,000 people. But it's much easier to walk on stage and rock 3,000 people than it is to talk to somebody one-on-one that I don't know. Especially if they're a celebrity. If they're a celebrity, I don't like talking to celebrities. That should be weird. What the fuck we gonna talk about? Remember that time in that episode of Saved by the Bell? I know I don't like being talked to all day about work. I hate when people come to me and they be like, and they try to remind me of something that I said in the podcast like 2 years ago. They'll be like, hey, DeJuan, remember that episode on Craig Facts when you said such and such and such and such? I'll be like, no. Don't be weird. And I don't want to be that weird nigga. So when I saw Taraji, I didn't want to be that weird nigga. So I just stepped to the side like, damn, she fine as hell. I just let her walk past. I'm like, oh damn, she fine. She just as pretty in person. This is like 10 or 15 years ago. This is like in the 2000s. I saw her, I was like, man, she fine the motherfucker. That was it. So and I'm not being an asshole. I'm not saying don't introduce yourself to me. If you listen to my show, if you listen to me on YouTube, I'd love to meet you in person. Everybody I've met in person has been cool so far. I haven't met any assholes yet in person. Now it may have been somebody that met me and been nice and walked. I'm pretty sure some of y'all was cool in person and then walked behind my back and was like, man, that fat motherfucker didn't even say nothing. But in person, everybody I met so far has been cool. I will say that. So I'm not being an asshole. I'm just letting you know if I'm being quiet, it's because I ain't got shit to say. And if you ever meet me at a show, and especially and the show is still going on, especially if you're at the Hidden History Museum. I love hosting that show, but the way the museum is set up, it's all open area. There's no backspace for me to go to when another comic is on stage. So I'll introduce a comic and then go to the side, but there's no back room for me to disappear to. Like usually if I'm hosting at the Comedy Chateau or Ice House or somewhere, I can go into a back room and disappear from the audience. I can't do that at the museum. And I'll be out in the middle of the show. Hey, DeJuan, man, what I was thinking was what black people need to do. Nigga, I got an hour more jokes to tell. The fuck? I swear to God, every time I do the museum, it's some nigga that got a plan. And if I'm talking to you, then yes, I'm talking to you. Shit. It's always it's always a different nigga that be like, yeah, DeJuan, see, yeah, what I was thinking was, I had this plan, right? And I know you work with kids. So since you work with kids, mind you, I just put a new comic on stage. I'm making the audience laugh. I got like 5 more comics to go. And I'm just running to the side to catch my breath because I just finished making these niggas laugh. Y'all don't understand when you on stage making people laugh and cracking jokes, that takes a lot of energy. I'm over here sweating this shit because it takes so much energy to project so you niggas can feel me. I'm projecting all this energy. Now I need to step outside to smoke or to catch my motherfucking breath. Here comes some nigga. DeJuan, I know you work with kids, right? And I just recently started this nonprofit, and this new nonprofit is there. And with my new nonprofit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take disadvantaged youth from the inner city, and I'm gonna take them up to the mountains to visit Lake Arrowhead. But we ain't gonna go in the winter, we gonna go in the summer. Cause we don't want them to be around the white man's snow. Nigga! And I don't be wanting to be rude. But goddamn. Have some respect. If I'm cracking jokes, that means I'm at my job. And then a lot of you niggas, y'all be seeing me drop this wisdom on this fucking YouTube show and seeing me read cards. And y'all be expecting me to goddamn get on stage and be some fucking prophet. Nah, nigga, when I get on stage, I'm cracking jokes. And I'm gonna be very... And when I crack jokes, I like being offensive. I'm a whole asshole on stage. That's why I was so mad when I did my show this past Wednesday at the Ice House. I didn't get to do my gay jokes. You ain't gonna censor me. I make sure when I go to these comedy clubs, I talk about gay people, I talk about trans people, I talk about Christians, talk about midgets, just for the simple fact that you're not going to censor me, bitch. So yeah, nah, I'm not on stage trying to be nobody's fucking intellectual. Now, if I say some shit that happen to come across as intellectual, cool. But I'm on stage to make you niggas laugh. Back to the reading of the cards. Terrence Howard. What's going on with this nigga, man? All right, this is Terrence Howard's cards, man. These are his overall cards. These are his cards. He's a Queen of Diamonds. So that right there tells me Terrence Howard is, or maybe was, because I do see him maturing a lot with a lot of his later videos. He's superficial. Queen of Diamonds is very superficial. Very superficial card. So materialism is his hurdle that he had to overcome in his life. And when I read a lot of the stuff he was been saying over the last 5 years, you know, with him talking about retiring from Hollywood and him getting over material things, it shows me that, yeah, Terrence is going through a spiritual revolution, spiritual awakening. He going through them Jupiter years of a 9 of heart. That shows me he's had a lot of emotional heartbreak and emotional traumas to deal with. especially when he as he got into his 40s. A lot of emotional trauma. But maybe those heartbreaks led him into being the best self he can be. Remember this, people. When we have heartbreaks, financial setbacks, disappointment in things we believed in, disappointment in people we believed in, jobs we thought we were going to get, usually those setbacks, when you look back on those setbacks, of course, in the moment, it's tough. It's traumatizing. It's hard as fuck to deal with in the moment. But as you live life and you start to heal from whatever the fuck that was, you find that setback really made you strong. And as you start to move and win again in life, that setback that you dealt with back then put you in position to handle the wins that you have now. And so I want you, we gotta, and I'm just talking to you, I was talking to me too. We gotta all remember that when we in those points in our lives where you go through an emotional heartbreak or a bankruptcy or a changing living situation or something that really jerks you to your soul. Usually when I read your cards and I see a 9 means you're coming to a fulfillment or an ending of something. A 9 of hearts meaning emotional fulfillment, emotional endings, emotional graduations. So that means you're going to be put through the most rigorous of tests when you have a 9 in your card spread. So, yeah, he's an emotional flux. Let's go into this nigga's year. Again, this is all for entertainment purposes. Nigga. Entertainment purposes. Now back to the reading. I could be silly sometime, goddammit. I'm a fucking Gemini, nigga. I like talking shit. Queen of Diamonds. This is his year. Oh, wow. Terrence Howard. Yeah, brother. This has been a tough year for him. Luckily, this year is coming to an end. He only got 3 more months left in his year. Shit. I'd imagine anybody around Terrence Howard, he's probably been tough to deal with. Replacing a Jack of Clubs, that displacement card right there. He's been tough to deal with. Peak 7 of Clubs, card of mental warfare, verbal warfare. That 7 of Clubs peak that's the reason why he's filing that lawsuit. Terrence Howard is with the business this year. He's in a yearly 9 of Spades. That means he's transforming spiritually. He's graduating spiritually. Terrence Howard is using the spirituality he's been. If anybody that knows him, I know publicly he's been going through a spiritual revolution. This year looks like the year that he starts to apply on a higher level a lot of the things that he's been practicing as he's been going through this journey. He has a 10 of diamonds in his Pluto this year. In time of 10 of diamonds, that's fame. That's notoriety that's been out there. King of Hearts Mercury card, emotional transformation. King of Clubs Venus, mental transformation. Ace of Diamonds Mars, he got the Ace of Diamonds just like Taraji did. Rough new beginning. Queen of Spades, wisdom. He has to use his wisdom to navigate what's going through. 3 of Diamonds is Saturn. That means he's with the business. 3 of Diamonds people are always with the shits. When you see a 3 of Diamonds, that means you ready to start some shit and you ain't gonna think twice about it. 5 of spades in Uranus, that's a new beginning creatively. 3 of clubs in his Neptune, that's mental warfare. He has a lot of he has like a lot of mental warfare challenge. The two of clubs in his environment, that's challenging authority with his words. That's why he's speaking out so much. When that 2 of clubs come out, man, you better not. If you want to know the truth, ask a 2 of clubs person. Hell, it's a 2 of clubs person I know right now. Inside joke. Don't ask that motherfucker a question if you don't want to know the goddamn truth. And you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jack of clubs, that's a card that it's going to tell you that's a card displacing a Jack of clubs. That means the Jack of clubs can oftentimes lie to itself. And as long as that Jack of clubs avoids lying to itself, it's going to be good. Yeah, Bruce, this is a year spread. This is Terrence Howard's year. Queen of clubs, moon. That means he's feeling a certain sense of justice and his morality. His morality is kicking him in his ass this year. That's why he's feeling like he has to move. Terrence Howard actually has the cards in his favor this year to do what he's doing. Let me go into his cards. Let me pull up his cards real quick for his next year. What is next year looking like? Ooh, and I just got a text message from Target. I forgot. You ever order something on the Target app for them to bring your shit out? I ordered some shit and forgot. God damn it. I gotta hurry up and finish talking to you niggas so I can get to Target and get my drive up. Woompty wham, boomty bamps. I gotta get my shit from Target. Let me pull up his yearly spread, 54. Let me see what he's looking like next year. What's this nigga's next year looking like? I'm about to show y'all what his cards look like next year, because when I read your cards, I go birthday to birthday. Birthday is your year. And again, my Christmas special, I'm announcing it again. This is only for the people who listen to me this deep into a show. I will not post this on my website. But I do have gift certificates. So if you want to purchase a reading for other people, you can buy a gift certificate, email me, and if you get a gift certificate for somebody else, or you can get it for yourself. I don't care who you get it for, as long as you get one. You can get another reading for yourself for half off. So you can get a reading and a half for yourself if you want to. You can buy yourself a gift certificate and get a half off reading for yourself. Or you can buy a gift certificate and get a half off reading in the future. And you don't have to buy the half off reading right away. You can get it for whenever you're ready to get it for yourself. Just when you get it, email me. That way I got you filed away in the paperwork right and tight. And when you're ready for your own reading, that'll be half off. I don't really do discounts like that no more with my readings, because my shit be too fucking valuable. I'm good as fuck at what I do. But when the spirit hits me, because it is Christmas, that's my Christmas discount to you guys. All right? If this is about me getting the most readings, I would have announced this sale back at the beginning of December. For the whole month, you're going to get it? Nah, the spirit got to tell me when to give you niggas a discount. Outside of that, full price. This shit is emotionally draining and taxing. You guys don't understand. That's why I only do 2 readings a day. 2 readings a day. Or I'll do 3 30-minute readings, but I don't do no more than 2 1-hour readings a day. Because, nigga, when I'm done reading, I'll be like... I be tired as fuck when I read. That should be kicking your ass energetically. I think I charge that because when I read your ass, I'm done. I can't really do nothing for a few more hours. I need to go take a nap. Because usually I need a nap after a reading. Or if I don't get a nap, it's not a nap. I need, after I'm done with a reading, I need an hour of weed and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm telling you right now, when I'm done with this reading show, when I'm done with this, basketball's on right now. Nigga, I am going to turn on some basketball, turn on some Michael Jackson and some Stevie Wonder, probably roll one more of these. I put my heart and my soul into this shit. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna read a few of y'all. Cash apps first. Cash apps to the front of the line. But I'm only gonna read a handful of y'all. I ain't gonna read a lot of y'all. Because I'm already an hour and a half in. I'm not going past 2 full hours on this show, nigga. I gotta finish this blunt and watch some sports and listen to some music. Oh, and my music history course is coming for you guys in July. Not only do I have the documentary dropping, I'm also doing a self-paced music history course. We're gonna drop an MLK weekend, but I'm recording the courses now. We're gonna drop an MLK weekend. You can buy individual classes one by one, or you can buy the full course. It's up to you. But if you buy the full course, we will have one-on-one hours with me. That course is coming. And also donate to the GoFundMe. Please, it's bigger than hip hop. I'm filming episode 2 right now. Go to DewanB.com. Oh shit, drop my goddamn. There we go. Sorry about that. Y'all know this weed's the only thing that you'll drop and pick up and put right back in your goddamn mouth. Anything else, I'm throwing it in the trash when it drop. Weed, though? What's up, Black Lauren? $1.99. Okay, I'll get you in 1 second. Go to... We need to cross 10,000 by the end of the year. We are in the process of filming episode number 2. I got my father-in-law, Mr. James Carmichael, yesterday. I interviewed him yesterday. So you guys are about to get the first interview Mr. James Carmichael has ever done on gospel music. And the first interview he's done since he did the episode of Unsung with Atlantic Star. That was the last interview Mr. Carmichael did, was the episode of Unsung with Atlantic Star. But even then, he really don't do too many interviews. So I finally got my father-in-law, Mr. James Carmichael, on interview. And we're going to breaking down the history and the importance of gospel music within the sound of Black America. I sent that off to my editor today. So we still moving forward, all right? So first, I'm going to do a quick read. 4-4. Your birthday is 4-4. 04. You said 1969. You said 4-4 or 96. I said 69. Well, I'm not going to give you a yearly. Okay. 4-4-96. Oh, you are 4 of spades. 4-4-96. You are a 4 of spades. What does that mean? That means you're somebody who principle means a lot to you, man. When they say use that word, that term that cats are saying right now, stand on business. Most of you niggas are full of shit when y'all say stand on business. Not this cat. 4 spades. This person right here really does stand on business. You know what I mean? That's really what that 4 of spades is about. It's about being what you say you are. And as long as you're in integrity with what you say you are, who you say you are, you're gonna be grounded, kept, and you're gonna be good. The big thing for you is to know that you have to the funny part about a 4 of spades is, on one hand, they're super grounded. On the other hand, you're very adaptable. You can adapt to any situation, and you're super grounded in who you are. I mean, and so keep standing on business, brother. You know, and keep doing what you do. And you gave me nothing for those who didn't donate. I appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, keep standing on business, but you do have a unique ability to morph and bend into the person you need to be to win and be successful in any particular situation at any particular time. Keep that talent about you, brother, and use it to your advantage. But here's the thing about a 4 of spades. If you ever start half-stepping and bullshitting and not standing on business, that's when them attacks are going to start coming your way, all right? So make sure you stand on your square, all right? 4, that's the 4 represents a square. Stand on that, and you'll be good. All right, I got a Cash App. Cash App from L. Bates. Okay. Your birthday, another April birthday. Your birthday is 4/21/1991. Get a lot of 90s babies in this motherfucker. Oh, shit, you a king of clubs. We done already read king of clubs earlier with Taraji. But you're a king of clubs male. King of clubs male reads differently than king of clubs female. Taraji is a king of clubs male. So for her, she oftentimes can get looked at as domineering because they don't expect women to be that way. But as a king of clubs male, you're supposed to be that way. And you're you speak with authority. 4 clubs. I'm sorry, 5 king of clubs, April 21st. You speak with authority. But the issue is for you, nigga, you be a know-it-all. Especially at your age too. Hell yeah, I remember when I was your age. Yeah, nigga, you a know-it-all at this point in your life. If you are a goddamn 33-year-old, 32-year-old king of clubs, can't nobody tell you shit. But you probably at that point in your life right now where you're being humbled. That 4 diamonds Mars, you're in your Mars years. Everything that you thought you knew is being questioned right now in your life. Don't trip though, because as you get into your late 30s, dog, you're gonna be all right. But you probably going through the shits right now. Stay at it. See, I might even, does anybody want to call in? I'll do one call. 323-744-7425. I'll do one call. 323-744-7425. Okay. I got some cash apps, but the last couple cash apps, y'all didn't give me no birthday. Okay, Benjamin. Okay, 5-5. We got a Cinco de Mayo ass nigga over here. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. So this is for the brother with the Cinco de Mayo birthday. You're ace of spades. That means you can sometimes be trying to hide behind, you be hiding behind, you probably got a nickname or had a nickname. You're at a time right now where you're learning you don't necessarily always have to hide your intentions. It's been shit that's happened to you though at a younger age that made you sort of go into a shell, kind of tuck away. You know what I mean? Don't trip on that. Don't trip on that. You have time in your life right now where you got to come back out and be you. You got that Jack of Hearts and Jupiter. That means you can make motherfuckers do. You make people feel good when you're around them. You know how to emotionally connect to people. Use your ability to emotionally connect. Don't be so afraid. You're coming out that 5 of spades right now, Mercury time. That means you're about to be certain things that's been done that worked for you in the past. Either you're going to stop doing it or something's going to happen that's going to force you and show you, look, this shit no longer works, nigga. You're at that time in your life to let go of that shit, all right? Make sure you do that. Mr. Single de Mayo. All right, here's my one call for the day. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Dee Dee, and I'm in Frisco, Texas.
Oh, Frisco, Texas.
Yes.
I got a cousin that's a preacher, and I know he used to always brag about having a house in Frisco. I never been to his house.
Yeah, Frisco is nice. I'm with my mom, but Frisco is nice.
Okay, it is, because he'd always be like, yeah, I got a house in Frisco. He always said, yeah, I got a house in Frisco. I'm thinking like,
Frisco is beautiful.
Okay. So, all right, I believe you now. You got a beautiful house. You gonna stop bragging?
Yes.
Okay. What's your birthday?
My birthday is March 18th, 1989.
All right, 1989. Oh, 5 of diamonds. You've had people that you're supposed to trust in your life that rocked your shit and rocked your ability to trust people you're supposed to be able to trust at a young age.
That's true.
It rocked you.
Right.
And you had to sort of find your footing and find your grounding. Really, and even now it's going through tough because you know you're in the 9 of diamond season in your life right now, so you've been challenged on your values, things that you.
I am.
Yeah, certain core values that you
That's
developed at a young
definitely
age.
true. Yes.
You're directly being confronted with them now. Understand that some of your core values that you're being challenged on, you created those values out of your early childhood trauma. So those were values that served you at that time, but now you're being asked to grow into something new, something different, and so that's what the releasing of those values is. It's like, okay, you're growing you're graduating, and you're about to really get shown that the shit that you went through didn't break you. And you've had, there's a jack of clubs. That means women in your life lied to you.
Yes.
Yeah, women in your life lied to you. And men in your life, the Mars is telling me that they didn't necessarily follow through with the providing with their end of the bargain on the tangible providing end of things. Mm-hmm. And it rocks your stability and made your stability was real tough. Yeah, you've had that. But you, as your life, when you see the progression of your life as you go through Saturn, your cards start to smooth out. You've been pushed through things to graduate and to really show that you are as tough as nails and you can't be broken. And when you truly embody that and understand it and live it, you're going to start to see you have a lot of stability heading your emotional stability, the 4 hearts and Pluto, physical stability, the 4 diamonds and result. But also at the same time, as a 5 of diamonds, you're hella smart, you're hella creative. You're always going to be on to new things. Like, so you're really good at something, then you'll be on to the next. So you're still going to be like that. But you're trending towards things smoothing out for you as you learn the lessons of what you dealt with.
I'm glad. I really see it. Like, I believe it. I really do.
Okay. Did you have any questions?
No, I will definitely get with you again because I want to get more into my reading. But everything you said is right. I know that we don't know each other, but everything you said is right, DeJuan, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks for giving me a call.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
See, one thing about the cards, they explain the progression of your life. So now you don't feel like, because one of the biggest things that wears on our mental health is, one of the big things that wears on all of our mental health is we be thinking we crazy. We be thinking, oh man, I'm dealing with something that ain't nobody else dealing with, or I'm crazy for feeling a certain way or seeing things a certain way. And Cash Apps, I'm getting to you next. I turned the phone lines off so I can get to my Cash Apps. But, you know, it's one of those things where we ain't crazy. Things happen in our life, and when you born under a certain card, whatever card you're born under, it's gonna have its sets of life challenges to you, you know? And when you get an explanation of those challenges and you understand those challenges were there to help push you along and make you the best person you can be, and you don't define yourself by them challenges, that's where you win. All right? So first up, from the Cash Apps, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, here we go. November 5th. First up is November 5th. And then after that, it's going to be Aaron, then WWJD, then Reddick, and then Wally. That's the lineup. That's the lineup, all right? That's the lineup. And, all right, so 11/5/65. Here we go. 19. Here we go. 2 of diamonds. Stability can oftentimes be tough to get and maintain, but you work at your best when things are stable. You work at your best through stability. You bring foundation to whatever environment you come around. You're somebody that people can depend on to bring stability. You're somebody that if I have a job or an office, I want you in my office because you are someone that's going to bring reason to chaos. Hold on, y'all. My neighbor's outside. Hold on. I hear one of my neighbors outside, and this is an old nigga. This nigga got to be like in his late 60s, early 70s. He over here trying to mac down my neighbor that's in her like 30s. Not the stinky neighbor, the other another neighbor. I'm listening to this old nigga right now. He like, yeah, back, that's my Cadillac over there. Yeah, back in the 70s, I used to. This nigga's really dropping Dolomite game right now on a chick that's in her 30s. And I know she don't give a fuck. This is it. I wish I wasn't doing this show right now. If I wasn't doing this show right now, I'd be that nosy ass neighbor looking out my window like, what's going on here? I swear to God, if I wasn't doing this show, I'd be. Let me get back to this. I'm sorry. Let me get back. Oh, you said that's your Pops card, 1959? Well, the year isn't as important right now, Mr. Ripper, because I'm reading his overall. I'm not reading his particular year. I'm just reading more so his life spread. So the year doesn't matter as much, but the dates do, November 5th. So long as November 5th. Okay, so it's your dad's card. So your dad, Jack of Spades in Mercury, he's somebody that this nigga's macking his girl down is distracting me right now. He just said, I'm an old dude. Yeah, but I can get you some money. He just said that. Focus. I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm sorry. I'm silly as fuck. Yeah, I know I'm a card reader and all, but look, nigga, I'm silly as fuck. I got an old nigga out my window right now trying to mac down a chick in her 30s, and this is funny as fuck. God. Hold on. That's what I need. I need my instant went out. Give me 1 second, Mr. Ripper, and I'm gonna get to y'all readings, all right? I had a distraction. I'm sorry. I'm human. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Shit, hold on. This nigga is talking like, my name is Willie Green and my game is mean. What the fuck, nigga? Come on. Tonight's the night for me and you, girl, to do it right. The fuck, man? That's what happens when you live in a black neighborhood. All right. You're right, bring it back. You can't make this shit up. And this that old neighbor, this nigga just got a new Cadillac last year. So he got like a 2021 pandemic purchase Cadillac. And you can't tell that nigga shit. Like when I be outside smoking, if he come down the alley, if he's walking, sometimes he'll walk to the store. Or if he come down the street, he be like, yeah, man, my Cadillac, I didn't want to, it's been raining here in LA lately, and I don't want to put my Cadillac out. That's why I'm over here walking down to the store, because I just got my Cadillac washed, and yeah. All right, Mr. Earl, I don't want to. I appreciate the super chat, RZ Parks. I appreciate the super chat. No, I'm not microdosing. No, I'm not microdosing right now. Matter of fact, I got a show tonight. In Carson. I am gonna be on stage cracking jokes tonight. That's why I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon. After I'm done with these readings, Wally Gibson, you're the last reading. If I'm done with these readings, I'm gonna get off because I do have a show tonight. Oh my God. All right. But I do have a show in Carson tonight. So if you are in the LA area and you want to see me crack some jokes tonight, I think the show is already sold out. Because my man's not posting it. Let me see here. Yeah, yes. The show's already sold out, I think. No. I think it's sold out, but still come down anyway. It's usually always tickets you can purchase at the door. All right. So back to you, Mr. Ripper. And I'm going to go through these quick. Two of Diamonds, that's your father. Dealing with your father, you have to prove it to him, all right? Your father's probably someone who don't want to listen to too many words. You got to bring it to him. You got to show him. You got to show it to him. And then he can be a little bit petty too. If you show him, he probably be like, nigga, that's probably not enough. So in order to communicate your father to your father, you got to bring him value and show him value and show him high levels of value. And know that your father is Saturn card. You know, he puts on a certain kind of persona on the outside. He's really emotionally sensitive. He's a very sensitive person emotionally. And so it means he's probably put up a strong exterior outside to show how tough he is. But inside, the man is putty. 10 of Hearts Saturn card? Yes. That means if that's, so, make sure that, your father, show him the value, but also, you got to show him value. All right. So that's for, there we go. That's one. That was for Logan. Next. Appreciate that, Aaron. 9/16. 9/16/59. 8 of clubs. Fixed. You're fixed. You're stubborn. And that's a good thing. Because the world is supposed to revolve around you if you're 8 of clubs. You're someone, you have to learn that, you're somebody that you're mental. You have to be mentally stimulated. If the people around you aren't mentally stimulating, then you'll kick them to the side. Very curious for knowledge. Good teacher also. But your stubbornness, make sure that you use it to your advantage. Be stubborn about the things that be stubborn about the things that you want the most. Be stubborn about the things that you care about the most. And don't be stubborn over petty shit. Shelly, you said 11/5, right? Okay, yeah, okay. I see what you mean, Shelly. All right, you got that? I'm gonna go back to you because Shelly, you were 11/5 also, right? 11/5 is going to read similar, but okay. I just read it from a man's perspective. I'll read that same card from a woman's perspective. 2 of diamonds from a woman's perspective is watching out for materialism. Don't let materialism get in your way, but use your desire for materials to push you forward. The six of clubs. I'm sorry, 6 of diamonds and Mars, Shelly. That right there is you're solid, and you find it hard to work with shady people, and you can sometimes, if you feel like somebody's not being right by you, you could be a little bit aggressive with how you deal with them. And it can be challenging on holding your tongue, dealing with people. It can be tough holding your tongue, dealing with people that you feel are coming at you sideways. That can be tough. To your 10 of Hearts Saturn, the way that plays off is you have to watch who you give yourself to emotionally. Make sure you protect your emotions because you can be free to give. See, the 10 of Hearts is the gift of emotion. See, men are socialized that's a weakness and a vulnerability. So the way that card play out in a man, go back and watch Trading Places, nurture versus nature. The way nature plays an effect on our nature, the way we're nurtured plays an effect on our nature. And with a man, especially with a man that may have been born in the 50s, showing emotion is a bad thing. It's a weakness. So they go extra hard to build a wall. Women are more nurtured to be more open to showing vulnerability and showing emotion. So the way that can play out is when someone that's a 10 of hearts emotion, that's a gift of emotion, you can sometimes gift it to the wrong people. You know? So you have to watch out for gifting your emotion to the wrong people. Saving it for those who deserve it the most. Right? Make sure you do that. And then the Ace of Diamonds reward, you'll get to see that you're all you've ever needed, all you ever will need, and be your own advocate. Be your biggest advocate, all right? No one's going to speak for you like you can, Two of Diamonds. All right. I did Aaron. Now we got WWJD next, then Nick, then Wally. Average, okay, so you just put one up there, average. I'll get you last. But yeah. Wally getting y'all got some good cash amounts. Okay, y'all over here donating dollars that fold, not that jingle. Okay. WWJD. I don't think Jesus would be getting a card reading. Now, yeah, he would. Jesus was down for all this shit. Today is what Christmas is about. Yesterday, the winter solstice. The sun reaching its lowest point on the horizon, where it lays for the next 3 days, only to rise again on December 25th, and the days get longer every day until we reach the summer solstice, June 21st. There goes your story of Christmas. The rising of the sun. That's why church has that one song. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, my Lord's name is to be praised. All right, 6 of clubs. I got to get out of here pretty soon, so these are going to be quick. Compromise. You're somebody who you know how to negotiate. You're a good negotiator, a mediator. You're somebody who people need to call to negotiate and make two sides make sense. Bring people together. You harmonize things. But you tend to overthink things for yourself. Learn how to chill, right? And give yourself the same patience that you give other people. You could be hella impatient with yourself. Stop being impatient with yourself. You relax. And also for you, things come to you slowly, all right? So be patient. Things come to you slowly. So patience is a key. It's a virtue for you. Keep that up, all right? Be patient. Rush for nothing. Because as a 6 of clubs, if you rush, that's where you'll get fucked up. All right? Next up, Nick Reddick, 12/23/1979. Happy birthday tomorrow. Also, the only other discount I offer is for a full hour reading. If you want an hour reading for your birthday, if you purchase within the month of your birthday, so you still have another month to purchase, you can get 15% off by using the product code. First. All right, but you're 8 of hearts, meaning you're somebody who connects emotionally well with people. Very charismatic. Your key is charisma is your key. That's your tool that's gonna make you a lot of money. It'll also get you with ladies. It'll also lead towards heartbreak because you can tend to be charismatic with too many people at once. Make sure your love affairs with women and your dealings with the opposite sex or relations, make sure you upfront and honest about what it is. Because you can tend to make people feel good. You know what I mean? When people feel a certain way, they can sometimes misinterpret your intentions. So make sure that you're clear with your intentions with anyone you deal with, all right? That's very important for you. December 23rd. And since your birthday's tomorrow, I'll give you a little bit extra. Jupiter card, 10 of clubs, creativity. Be creative. Your creativity takes you a long way. Use your charisma to carry your creativeness, all right? All right, cool. Next up, 0416. And this here is going to be longer than other people's readings because this person donated the most. So if you be like, you didn't read me as long as that person. Ha. This person donated way more than everybody else. So they get a longer reading. Capitalism is real. Let's see here. Where'd your car go? I just had this motherfucker. Oh, here it is. 5 of diamonds. Another 5 of diamonds. And see how this go, people. Another second 5 of diamonds, but see how they different. Get your footing. Right now, 78. You're going into the Jupiter years. This is a time of your life where spirituality is calling you. All right? You're getting a call to dive deeper into spirit. And you can't resist it anymore. You gotta be. This is a time for you to open up more spirituality and dive deeper. Find new spiritual systems. Find new ways to tap into your spirit. That's a season of your life that you're in right now, 5 of diamonds. Because you are so over the place. Your spirituality is what's going to ground you. Also, watch out for confrontation. Everything isn't a competition. All right? Take things as they come a little bit better. You got the 2 of clubs and Saturn. That tells me that you really are about truth and honesty, and justice, fairness, and kindness. Not necessarily kindness. You more about getting the shit done. And if you got to ruffle some motherfucking feathers to get it done, then so be it. You don't give a fuck. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should not give a fuck. You gotta, if you caring too much, if you putting too much emphasis on it, and if it's mattering too hard for you, you need to back off. All right. Make sure that you there we go. Cool. Continue. All right, cool. Make sure that you also are very clear on what you want. That King Clubs and Uranus. You got to be clear. And as a 5 of diamonds, it's tough on you because you be all over the place. Your natural inclination is to kind of be all over the place. Make clear decisions and follow through completion. The trick to you as a 5 of diamonds is to complete what you start. Oftentimes, its biggest hurdle is completing what you start. Complete what you start. All right? All right. Last reading of the day. You put your birthday in the chat because you didn't put it in the cat. Okay. 5/16/80. 05, 16. Three of Diamonds. Oh, you was a shit starter when you was a kid and younger. You probably like fight. You probably got in fights and shit too when you was a teenager. But you started to figure it out in your 20s. You started to figure it out. And now you at a point in your life where you peaceful. And you like helping people. And you about helping people that you around. And you about, bringing peace to situations. But you still is somebody that if people fuck with you, you can go back to how you was in 1996. And don't nobody want to deal with who you was in 96 as a Three of Diamonds. So you about peace now, but every now and again, I'm sure you run across somebody that be trying you. And you be like, look, motherfucker, I'll bring back 1998 on your ass. So just chill. That's what you about. You about peace and positivity now. That's what you about now in your life. You about helping. And you about helping people who was where you was at that time. So keep up the good work. He said 100. That's real. He put his hands over his face. Okay, cool. But hey, I'm about to get up out of here. I got some comedy to tell tonight, so I gotta conserve the rest of my energy to tell these jokes tonight. I've been reading niggas and shit. Now I gotta tell some jokes tonight. All right. So as I leave y'all and go watch some basketball, listen to some music, and smoke some more reefer, y'all have a good one. And remember this: there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. All right, I'm out.